It's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan, and across the way is my wonderful, brilliant co-host, DJ Martinez.
Brilliant.
He's brilliant. I just ran out of adjectives, so you got that one.
You should just start going alphabetically like Donatello and Casey.
Yeah, but not with insults, with compliments.
Yeah.
Like, delightful, engaging, fantastic. Geriatric. No, not geriatric. No, that's playing the other game. Oh. All right. Today, we are tackling episode 32 of Power Rangers Zeo. It's Do I Know You? I don't know what that episode title refers to.
There's some amnesia in this one.
Oh, you think so?
Do I know you?
They do that later.
There's lots of amnesia in Power Rangers.
That's true. But we know it's not that one. There's that big two-parter.
Yeah, with the red. That's like where they redo Green with Evil.
Yes.
Red with anger.
Well, except they pretend like the Rangers are evil. Remember, so they don't make Tommy think he's bad. They make him think the other Rangers are bad, and that
brainwashed.
He's brainwashed. Yeah, precisely. But that's not the one we're doing today. We'll see what this one's like. I don't know it right off from the title or from Netflix's description. So, but it is a Gold Ranger episode, so that's exciting. And it looks like he just spends the whole time in the Power Chamber. So we'll see what that's like. If you want to watch it with us, and we encourage you to do that, please. Seriously, so that you know what we're looking at. You guys do whatever you want to. It's cool. Go to timestamp 0 on whatever you're watching, Netflix, your DVDs, whatever, and get ready to press play when I say now. We're going to get right into it. Are you ready? They're going to be, spoiler alert, stronger than before. Are you ready, DJ?
I'm ready. I think so.
I thought you were still setting it up.
Play and nothing's happening, so I'm worried that...
Oh, that's not good. Are you good?
Okay, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Everybody, please press play right now.
Skip intro. Should I click that?
And so we started it 5 seconds later. Everybody skip intro, right?
Everybody press skip intro now.
Man, I don't even know if a year ago when we were doing these before, if that was an option yet on Power Rangers.
Oh, the world is changing, man.
I just don't remember. So, are you ready to lose Go-Go Power Rangers in its entirety yet? Like, have you gotten just really, really sick of that? I know we've had this conversation before.
Yeah,
I never do.
We had a break.
That's true.
That season 1 and 2 was rough. At least we got one word difference in Alien.
I never minded it. Yeah, and they had to shoehorn it in there. It doesn't sound good.
Go, Alien. I wish they would have kept the same track and just, like, dubbed over the word Alien right there. Go, Alien Rangers!
Do like a kid in his basement?
Like it's just Siri. Like they just use the robot voice. Man, this is not... Is this Ron Wasserman? I can't hear it. It is.
Let me listen.
It's a mountain biking song.
I can't tell, honestly.
Oh, it might not be.
That is not Wasserman.
Okay.
Or at least it sure doesn't sound like it. So you see how Adam here, Johnny Jan Bosch, is having to pretend like he's really wiped out, but he's in too good of shape, so he's actually not acting that really well. It's really funny. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. No, you're not.
I loved when he was like, and then as soon as Tommy rode away, he was like, it looks like, see, that's like what it seems like to work with Jason David Frank.
That's pretty good. The original suits in the background in the power chamber always remind me of Batman Beyond.
Yeah. It's cool. I like it. I love the ships in space in Lost Galaxy, but we don't have a cool looking base because it's obviously on a deck of a ship. Oh, here's Billy sneaking away to do his secret business. Do we ever find out what he's doing?
No, that's what's so funny about it. So I was remembering this wrong. I thought that they had already written him off as being the Gold Ranger, but I guess they haven't. I guess this is still a plot thread that we're building. And Brandon last episode claimed that at the end they started to think Rocky was...
I think they must have been talking about
I think
Billy.
they were still talking about Billy, yeah.
Or else they were just joking about Rocky.
Okay, so the Gold Ranger ship is flying through space at warp speed like it was when it first got to us. So I don't know where it's going right now. Like, what is it doing right now? Where was it that it had to go to, like, warp speed to get back to Earth? Where was it? Wasn't
if you
it
should have something
on?
as massive as the Pyramid Zord flying at warp speed? Seems like it's gonna do some damage. They're shaking the camera.
Yeah,
Ah!
well, it depends
We
on
should
whether
do
that's
that.
actually warp or not, right? Oh God! Oh! We were counting those at one point, weren't we?
Get back to counting. That's right.
I think we were counting earthquakes. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I figured you'd abandon that, but I totally just dropped my. I shook the camera too much.
No. Wait, what happened to the dog that runs into the Pyramid Zord?
It crushed it.
And Villa did you hear that? There's like a Jarvis inside the Pyramid Zord.
Wow. Oh, and it cloaks. That's cool. But yeah, we've been using Pyramidas. Where was it? I'm so confused.
Okay, why is Adam not wearing green? He's ruined the whole operation. He's wearing brown.
Maybe his pants are green.
Such a cool set right now.
Yes.
The inside of his Zord. That's a cool looking monster. That doesn't look like a monster. That looks like a secondary, like a general, doesn't it?
It does. It looks like a video game villain, man. Like.
Looks like what's his name, Ecliptor or like Zeltrax or something. One of those.
One of those, yeah. It reminds me slightly of the Herosian from Star Trek Voyager.
Oh wow. Herosian. That sounds cool.
Which in and of itself is based on the Predator, and it looks a little bit like the Predator.
Oh, okay. That makes sense given the time period.
But this guy does look more like the Herosian than it does the Predator.
I love those like Nazi-esque shots we get of like 1,000 cogs all standing up. It's pretty cool.
You know, when you have that many cogs, it's much more helpful. It's easier to be constructive.
Yeah, Vulcan Skull. You would think they would be more involved.
Wait, now Sloane is wearing the purple jacket. Anyways,
they're not doing anything. They're not involved in the stories at all anymore.
No.
Like, Vulcan Skull used to be. Oh my gosh, I'm deteriorating.
Yeah, yeah. Something has happened to you. He's undead. What is that about?
I have the leprosy.
You have the leprosy. Okay, it's gone now. No, it's not. It's still there.
It's moved up. It's
infecting
my
weird
Blu-rays now.
artifacting. Yeah.
It's weirding me out that it's reversed.
That is so weird. I'm trying to see if I can do something about it. But no, to your point, you're right. Vulcan Skull just haven't been doing anything. Yeah, that's not helping.
Just make me huge. Cover the whole thing.
I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Vulcan Skull don't do anything this season. They just have their own adventures. It feels like they're doing their own sitcom that they were supposed to have that they didn't get.
It's like they shot this stuff for that show and then they had to use it.
Which is not what happened. And occasionally they'll be sort of involved. Maybe.
Well, this is kind of involved. Like, she's coming to them because her dog ran into Pyramidas.
That's true.
Lost.
Okay.
And they're going to find it. I don't know, Rocky. Where'd it go? They're looking for a dog with a microscope? What are they looking for? I guess footprints? There it is.
That's not a microscope. That is a magnifying glass.
Wow. It didn't take long to get
what
back into this and start losing our...
Yep, we have forgotten words. When I was a child, I used to burn ants with a microscope.
Okay, Sid.
That's what I used to do. Use it in a sentence. Microscope. Okay, so it's really funny. The episode that you made that point, which I completely agree with you, is an episode where they're dealing with cogs and stuff. So this is just like it used to be, except now they're private detectives, right? Like they're always running into monsters and being freaked out by them. And
his shoe. He's accidentally burning his shoe
with a microscope.
Shut up.
No. You're outside.
Real smoke. See, they use real smoke this time, not like the cartoon smoke coming out of his ears.
Yeah, well, that's because it's actually happening.
See how he's wearing brown?
He has no green on his person, unless his shoes are green. But that doesn't usually count, right? Like, usually there's a more prominent article of clothing. No, that's weird. Was somebody colorblind when they put together this wardrobe? Did they think that shirt was green?
Oh, no. It looks like it could be like a tint of green, just like really dialed down to brown.
Now look, neither of us remembers this episode very well, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, so it is entirely possible that when he morphs, he will, for this one episode, be the Brown Ranger, okay?
The Brown Ranger! I don't think that ever happens until, like, what is it, like Jungle Fury or something, where they have like 1,000,000 Rangers? Eventually, they just keep getting Rangers.
You have to have 18 before you get to Brown.
I think it's like the Neo Saban stuff, where they just keep adding Rangers.
Yes. Well, we did that in Dino Charge, where they have those crystals that in the first episode you see there's like 10 colors. You're like, holy crap, this is gonna be a 10 Ranger team. And I never saw the end of Dino Charge, but I think later on they do end up using every color.
Yeah. Maybe there's
that show got really stale. I liked it, the opening. I liked the start of that show a lot, and then I just lost interest in.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything past Operation Overdrive, so all that stuff's going to be new for me.
I am very happy with what I've seen of Beast Morphers so far. And I'm only like 9 episodes in, and some new ones have just dropped on Netflix at the time of this recording. That was interesting.
Usually when we do like the Jackie Chan type fighting where we use our objects around us, like the bikes they just did, that's not morphed. But they were doing it as they were morphed.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
It's kind of weird.
I know I keep making Star Trek references because it's just who I am, but this is very Star Trek 4 right now, where we've got this cloaked ship, just in the middle of a field. It's in a park in that, but
in a field, of course. So here we go. You gotta learn this, man.
I do. I gotta work on this. You're a little ahead of me.
Oh, sorry.
You're like, no, you're fine. You're like 3 seconds ahead of me. You're like doing the morph as they're just beginning to morph.
I'm just so excited. I'm like Justin from season 5.
Yeah, he's such a Power Ranger nerd from season 5. What is that? Turbo. Know it. Know the numbers. I mean, I do know the numbers, but I wouldn't have thought to put it that.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. It's all one thing to me.
I think it's because you're thinking of Power Rangers now in terms of making this show.
That's what I'm saying. It's like my Morphin Mania season 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially because I've been uploading them into playlists now since we have the new channel.
Yeah. Although when you make those later seasons, you should just put the name of the show in the.
Yeah, right? That's what I'll do. I haven't got to Zeo yet. I'm still in season 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Because we are shooting this ahead of time. Peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, I don't know what that accent was.
I don't know.
Was that your very best Wizard of Oz? Was that... You're not peek behind the curtain.
Oh no, that's not what I was going for. Courage. What makes a man of a slave? That's my favorite part. I love the line.
Man, I haven't watched that in a million years.
I haven't. I saw that for the first time last year, and it quickly became one of my favorite movies. Like I just immediately fell in love with it.
My wife hates Wizard of Oz with a strong burning passion, and so I never watch it anymore.
Interesting. Anytime you say that you never watch something, it's usually because your wife hates it. That has come up so many times. Or an actress, you're like, my wife hates that actress.
Just things I don't think to watch on my own. So I mean, like, there's stuff I watch by myself. It's not like I only watch things with my wife. In fact, I watch more things without my wife. But there's things that I wouldn't think to sit down and watch alone. Like Wizard of Oz, I wouldn't just put in, but I would put in with the family. But she doesn't like it, so I don't end up seeing it.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. Most of the stuff I watch right now is with my wife.
Yeah, I feel the need to explain myself to you. I always forget about the rainbow colors.
Self-conscious.
I always forget about the rainbow colors in the cogs when the light hits them a certain way.
And I didn't even see that.
Oh, you didn't?
Like
it's cool.
It's like a sequence thing?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There are different. I like that there are different color cogs, like they're different putties. I like that there's like the
That's
copper
true.
ones and the silver ones. I wish there was gold cogs. Like
dude, you're a second-rate evil empire, and I don't care that we were told that you were powerful enough that Zed just had to run away. I don't know why that was. You are the second-rate empire, friend.
It's so sad that Zed gets like Vicky veiled. He just off screens like, yeah, he just ran away. Like,
yeah, that's a great way to put that. He gets Vicky veiled. Well, sort of. I said, I don't remember if this was on camera or not. I was bummed because we were done with Zed. We're not done with Zed. He's
No,
still
he does, like,
he's still
RV.
driving around in that RV on the moon. It's gonna suck, but we're gonna see some more of him. And then he does show up right at the beginning of Space with all those other villains, where they're having that big powwow. It's amazing. Space has one of the best pilots.
Oh, so this monster's completely on his own. He must have followed the. I think he followed the Gold Ranger here because he's meeting him for the first time.
See, he's a bounty hunter. See, they base him on the Predator. He's a bounty hunter, and he's got those tendril things off the side of his face. Yeah, see, that's why they designed him. Well, I designed him.
Yeah, I don't know.
They used him for the Sentai. Who knows what he is there? But they're using him in this fashion because he's not a made monster. He's just a guy from space who showed up here.
Yeah.
Which we don't do as much as we used to by this point. Right? Like, there's not a lot of Scorpinas and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, later on there is, like, but I don't know with the Zeo. Like I said, I'm not as familiar with Zeo as you are.
Yeah, and I haven't watched a lot of this in a long time, so there might be some things I'm forgetting. I didn't remember this guy. I mean, he's a one-off, I'm sure.
He's kind of cool.
He's cool.
I wish he had some color, because he's just all, like, one color almost. But it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but that makes him more predatory.
Oh, he shoots red balls out of his hand.
God, spoilers!
Am I really that far ahead of you?
Well, he was doing this as you said red balls. Like,
I'm gonna just, like, pause and play real quick. It's like a split second, because I couldn't get my play button to work at the beginning.
well, no, you're ahead of me.
I know, but I was like testing it before and it wouldn't start, so I pushed it and paused it real quick when we started. The cannon! We had a cosmic cannon in Mighty Morphin, but they rarely ever used it.
Well,
the power cannon.
What they called the cosmic cannon was actually the power axe, if you'll recall. But yeah, they have a thing that they could have called the cosmic cannon. That's what they should have called that.
Would have been a good name.
Yeah, would have been great. They could have called this thing the cosmic cannon. I would call it the 54321 cannon, but that's just me.
The preschool cannon.
The preschool cannon. Yeah, by Play School. They just there's a logo on the side.
Fires life-size cannonballs.
Yeah, Verox is a good name. I like this guy. I'm not saying he's like big bad worthy, but he would have been a good, like, again, recurring bad guy like a Scorpina or like a Master Vile or or the big head in the sky from first season.
Or the, I was going to say the Sphinx, but he was a one-off, but they just marketed him everywhere for some reason. He was in the game, he was in toys, like...
Well, that tells you...
You would think he was a much bigger deal than he was.
Yeah, but he was also early, and we do that with a lot of TV shows, especially things like... I get the feeling that they had already made like 40 shows before they put out the first episode, but with a lot of stuff, all they have to work with is the first 4 or 5 episodes or even just scripts and stuff when they're making the toys. This show had, of course, the benefit of all that stuff being designed already from another show, but that was the big problem with the 90s Spider-Man show, and the reason that Hobgoblin showed up before Green Goblin was they made the Hobgoblin toy and then insisted that he be in the show. So they had to do him first, if memory serves. I think that's the story on that.
Yeah, that's how I always knew about it when I was a kid. Because that's what I grew up with.
Lay back down on this oh-so-comfortable bed. I really thought he was going to spend the whole episode in the power chamber. It's the last 3.5 minutes that he's here. Netflix.
Wait, so what is the title? Do I know you? Is it like Zordon and Alpha? Because he knows them, and they're like, do I know you? Like, who is saying do I know you?
Or does it have something to do with the bounty hunter and I missed it?
Oh, they're like a Sabretooth and Wolverine thing where they have like a history?
Well, no, that sounds too interesting. It can't be that. Yeah, powered up. Oh, this guy should be harder to beat than this.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I mean, I should have known. He had 3.5 minutes left, but... No. Come on. He was too cool for that fight. That was a big load of crock, friends. I didn't like that at all. Yeah, I'm sure.
Why are they all Scottish?
The Power Rangers! Well,
the Power Rangers?
Because they're trying to do a British regal politics thing, and so it's like the British Empire, where you've got
they're the only place that has kings.
Well, I know, but that's just what they chose, I guess. But so you got like Mary Queen of Scots and stuff. So you got a Scottish guy there, and Mondo's not Scottish. Mondo's like old school English. That's his accent. He rolls his R's real hard, but that's just theatrical. He's not like his right hand man guy. He's doing a Scottish accent. He's a Scot.
Man, I am surprised by how good Vulcan Skull look right now. They've got like very skinny ties. Like that style came right back in. Usually I see people from the 80s and 90s. They have like these big, huge clown ties. Like if you look at old movies.
I mean, I might question the colors a little bit and the suspenders, but
no, I've always wanted to rock some suspenders.
But with a blue shirt?
Probably not.
Teal suspenders with a blue, or not teal. What is that
beige.
color? Beige suspenders with a blue shirt and a red tie.
Hey, look who's back.
I was wondering where they were this whole time.
Goldar and Rito. They've been in the closet, the linen closet, the whole time.
Well, they just came out of the closet, those two. They came out of the closet.
Hey, I mean, Rito and Goldar, that could make sense.
That's an interesting plot line where they didn't discover their homosexuality until they lost their memory. And then they fell in love with each other?
Billy's "That's Weird" was perfectly timed for what you just said. That's weird.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's almost as if he's the Gold Ranger, but he won't be. I can't remember the story on this, and I think we've talked about it in previous episodes, but like, did he that freeze? But like, did they know whether or not he was going to be the Gold Ranger when they were doing those episodes before they got there? I just don't remember.
If I remember correctly, I think that was part of the whole like sequence of events that like set him off the show. They were just like treating him terribly, and they like wouldn't let him be a ranger or something.
Yeah,
I've heard his story several times, but
well, yeah, because he left almost without notice. He was like, "No, I'm done. I'm leaving," and they had to like rush an episode to explain it. And
yeah, well, he walked off set one day because of how they treated him.
Right. Yeah, and so when Billy leaves the show, it's that same situation from season 2 where the actor's not there anymore.
Yeah, they do like a thing where he turns back old, like he's the whole like reverse time thing gets re-reversed.
And right, which is weird because that whole time travel thing didn't make sense in the first place, because like when the world turns back to present day, he doesn't then become so elderly he's dead, which is what should happen. But anyway, no, he gets sent to Aquitar, and then they have like a fountain of youth, and then he gets turned back into Billy, and they just use stock footage of Billy in the globe.
Yeah. But at least he gets a happy ending.
Yeah.
Living on an all aqua planet. He should have been in like a diver's suit. Like how is he breathing?
I don't know. I always kind of liked the way they wrote him off. If they had to write him off, I thought it was more creative than I would have expected. But the way they treated him was
awful.
Yeah,
he didn't go to like a peace conference or something.
Yeah, but obviously the way they treated the actor was not right. It was really screwed up. And the book we've been using, the textbook, doesn't talk, of course, about any of that stuff, and it just goes, one day he left, and it's
yeah, it's a pretty book, but it's not as informational as we were expecting.
Yeah, it's better for the concept art and stuff than it is for the actual information that's in the book. Like there's a lot of cool old archive stuff that you never thought you'd get to see. It is worth getting, but it is not the educational experience that the Ninja Turtles one is, and that's unfortunate.
There's this cool like fold out of all the Mondo villains.
Yeah, cool. And I want to know what that's from, because I looked at that today, and at the bottom of that page, it's copyrighted 96. That's a thing they reprinted that was in something. Maybe it was a magazine or something.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure, but they didn't make that for that book. That is copyrighted 96.
Interesting.
There's
Trey. We'll be getting to him soon.
Yep. There he is. There they is. Well, anyway, everybody, thanks so much for watching. We sure appreciate it. We will see you again next time on Morphin Mania. I'm so excited. I just can't wait for more Goldar. And we're really close to getting... is the next episode I just closed my Netflix. Is the next episode where we finally discover
Revelations
yes,
of Gold?
That's Revelations of Gold is Trey of Triforia. We finally get him and learn what he is.
Come back.
And learn for sure that it's not Billy. Spoiler alert, it's not Billy.
Yeah, let me tease you guys for next time. When Verax bounty hunters attack the Gold Ranger, Pure Midas is hit and falls into the seas of the planet Aquatar.
Wait, they bring the bounty hunter back?
No, apparently those are just bounty hunters. Like, that's just a species.
Oh, they're gonna have more. Well, that's weird because at the end, Mondo's like, yeah, he sucked. We're gonna use a better monster next time. And then the very next episode, we get those bounty hunters? That's crazy. Well, I'm glad they're using those again.
They're like a whole species.
Yeah. So they just completely ripped off the Predator. That's what they did. Well, anyway, folks, we sure appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. We will see you again really shortly with another one. We're so stoked to be back doing this. It's been absolutely wonderful. And we will see you again next time. I was Captain Logan, and this is DJ Martinez.
See you later, guys.
Later, folks.